What's up, y'all? Welcome to Cruisin with Kevin, presented by Crep Protect and powered by Genesis. I am your host, Kevin Cuenca, and I am pumped today because I'm driving to the Valley to meet up with Oscar Miranda. This dude is absolutely hilarious. He's built an enormous following on social media from his comedy skits, started on Vine, and has just continued to grind over the last 6 years or so. And he's got some big goals and plans for the future, and we'll find out about those as well. So you guys get to come along for the ride. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Let's go get Oscar.
One life to live, one life to shine. I pray to God that I live my life right. So in the meantime, in between time, get you some money, baby, and I'ma try my best to do likewise. And I know that money coming, I know that hustle coming. I ain't right. I'm trying to get it right. Yeah.
Welcome
What up, dog?
to my humble abode, brother.
Humble abode.
I appreciate you taking time, like seriously.
Nah, you good, bro?
You get a lift in or something? You look kind of swole right
I
now,
just
brother.
left the gym, bro. I'm still pumped and sweaty, dog.
I'm seeing it.
I'm gonna sweat up your seats, so my bad.
Hey, man, it's all good.
Whoa! This is a closed camera.
Yeah, brother. So we got a couple cameras inside. We got the 360 camera on the hood.
Camera's on deck.
You know?
Okay. How'd I look, though?
I
You see
mean,
my double chin or no?
no, I got the angles right for you.
Bet. The higher the angle, the better the face.
You were born in Bakersfield.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then, do you remember what age you guys came to the Valley?
I think I was like 1.5, 2 years old when we moved out here. So I was raised out here in the Valley. For high school, I went to this school called Fulton. It's like
Gotcha.
a middle school, high school,
Yeah.
college prep type school. And then I went to a school in Lakeview Terrace called Community Charter, which is it's super small, smaller school than the high school that I went to out here in Van Nuys. And then I went back to Fulton. So
Gotcha.
yeah, just too high. But I was jumping around schools because I was going back and forth with my mom and dad. You know, not because of issues, just because I'm gonna go live with my dad now. I'm gonna go back with my mom.
Okay.
I'm gonna go chill with my dad for a year.
When did your parents split?
A year old maybe.
Oh, wow. So
Something
right
like
away.
that.
Like, you
Yeah.
didn't even really know anything else.
Yeah, something like that. So I grew up, it was normalized with my parents being separate. Like, all right, I'm gonna go with my dad this weekend. All right, mom, see you later. All right, dad, I'm gonna go back. So to me, it was normal. You know what I mean? Which is why for my kid, it's kind of cool that me and Marissa are still together. You know what I mean? Because it's like her situation was the same. So for our kid to have both parents is dope.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So my parents split when I was in 8th grade, and for us, my brother and I, it was like the best thing that could have happened because, you know, my dad had his alcoholic issues. He had
Okay.
just a lot of like kind of pent up aggression, and I think for him, it was just hard to balance being a father and a dad, and then being in the Navy.
Right.
And once the divorce happened, we moved down to the Bay Area.
Okay.
After that, it was like, okay, we can finally start to build up a relationship with our pops. When you are growing up and you start to realize, oh, little Johnny over here has got both his parents. And
Yeah.
did that affect you at all, or was it all just like, nah, this is normal for me and I'm good?
It was normal, bro. Like when I would see my friends, like, oh yeah, my mom and dad are here. Like, it was just normal. I never felt sad. I never felt like, oh, I wish both of my. I don't think I ever wished both of my parents were together because it was just normal to me. It wasn't like, you know, I was 5 years old, 6 years old, and then my parents split. You know what I mean? So it was never really anything lost as far as like a relationship, like a family relationship. Yeah, it's just normal to me, bro. So, you know, I kept a good relationship with my mom, my dad, my stepdad, which has been with my mom since I was like 2, 3.
Okay.
So yeah, man, it was all normal for me.
So for you, it almost felt like maybe you had two pops?
Yeah, exactly. And then I got my 2 brothers, which come from my stepdad. So you know what I mean. Yeah, but it was to me, it was just normal. Like I didn't really look at it different. It was like, oh yeah, I got my stepdad and my dad. It wasn't like, I'm the outcast here. You know what I mean? It was never like that. So it was cool. I mean, he beat me or whatever, but not.
That's why I'm in his weight room, dog.
I'm still letting out the aggression, you know. No, it was cool, bro. My stepdad's dope, bro. He's just like my pops.
Yeah.
He loves my kid. My kid loves him. You know, calls him Papa Mario. Calls
That's
my dad
cool.
Grandpa. You know, so. Yeah, man, we're one big, happy, separated family. You know what I mean?
You know, I think for a lot of people, it's like as long as you have the love around, it might not be like the typical or what you see on TV or whatever, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah, absolutely, bro. And like with us, so our grandma passed in 2013. She was like the glue to our family, you know. And then when she passed, bro, everybody kind of like wouldn't come around as much. I mean, we still keep in contact or whatever, but it wasn't like you look at our old house parties, with the cumbias blasting and everything, all the tias dancing, like, it's so rare when that happens. Like, it's kind of messed up because when that does happen, it's like because somebody died or somebody has to plan something for like a graduation or something, you know what I mean? But the last 2-3 times, it's because somebody had died and everybody got together and it's like, damn, you missed this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then after a day or two, it's gone.
Why don't we do more of this?
Yeah,
Why does it
exactly.
take something like that.
Yeah, and like all the cousins, all of like my cousins and stuff, we have like our own group chats. Like, let's get together. So we kind of took it upon ourselves, because now that we're the adults, it's like we have to, make these functions happen. You feel me?
When did you realize? Okay, my parents are from El Salvador. Like, was there like a moment where you're like, okay, this is a different heritage than maybe my Mexican friends or whatever? Was there a moment or like maybe something that was different about growing up?
Probably just the music and the way we talk. That's it.
Is there like one word that you would hear your grandma say?
Oh, yeah, like hueputa, like stuff like that.
So what's that mean?
Like, it means like son of a bitch, like fuck. You know what I mean? I mean, it can mean two things. Like you call somebody puta means bitch.
Yeah, but she put a little extra sauce on it. She
hueputa. Hueputa. You know what I mean? As opposed to like, my Mexican homies, they knew I was Salvadorian, but I grew up around nothing but Mexicans. Which is why I'm so familiar with the Mexican culture, going to Mexican parties, bandas, conjuntos, all that, bro. Like, I can dance to any Mexican music. I know all Mexicans. I mean, not all of them, but I know a lot of Mexican songs. When I'm with my paisa friends, I like to call them, they listen to corridos and shit. They got the trucks. Like, I speak like them. Not because I'm trying to be like them, but just because I'm accustomed to it. The best of both worlds, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was never outcasted either because I wasn't Mexican. My cousin, on the other hand, they'd call him Zero. Like Cerote, they'd call him Zero.
That's when you know people love you.
Oh, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. We never beefed. And, like, I feel like Mexicans and Salvadorians have, like, this historic feud. But I've never encountered that. You know what I mean? Like, I've never had any issues with anybody, really.
Well, I think part of that's your energy, too.
Oh, probably, yeah. Bro. I'm not one for problems. You know what I mean?
But you know how to solve them.
I can solve them.
You know what I mean?
I can solve them.
They might not know you started playing football in 6th grade.
Yep.
Played all through high school.
Yep. A little bit of. I grew up playing soccer.
Oh, okay.
Then football. So I've always had like the quickness, the stamina, and because I'm short, bro. So like I've always had like the quick, like the agility, And especially in football, like I get underestimated so much, bro. And that's why I was successful when I played, because. People will try to tackle me high, but not knowing I have the agility to literally go under you and take off. You know what I mean? I could do that now. I'm in a flag league, but I'll pull a hamstring or something. Like it's not fun anymore. Like it's just my body doesn't let me. You know what I mean?
You're preaching to the choir, brother. I'm 37.
Bro, it sucks. Like I have to stretch for a whole ass hour before I could even warm up. You know what I mean? It sucks now. But you play sports growing up or no?
Yeah, loved playing. We used to play football. When I was born in San Diego, we were on this cul-de-sac.
Okay.
And we basically were there till 2nd grade for me. And we used to play football to 100. We'd play basketball till, the lights came on and keep playing because we had a little hoop in front of our place.
You guys play tackle on cement and everything?
I don't think we played tackle like that. I'm sure that, we took spills.
Yeah.
I don't remember like actually playing tackle football. I think it was just two-hand touch.
Okay.
But every once in a while we'd get a little overzealous and someone would fall down.
Yeah.
We weren't like straight up tackling each other. We weren't as tough as you.
We were, bro. We did. I don't know. We didn't care. Like we'd have all these burns and scars and scabs and we didn't care. I don't know. I didn't care. Which is now like I look at them like, oh, I would never do that again. Not on cement. Like people hit me up to play tackle football at a park. Competitive side of me is like, let's get it. But like the logical side of me, the father is like,
man, I got a son at the
can you
house.
afford a broken leg right now? You know what I mean? You gotta grind, dude. And I learned that, bro. I learned that this last flag season. I was like, I'm good. Didn't stretch. I'm like, I don't need it. Pulled my hamstring. Didn't even play the rest of the season, bro. So it sucks, man. It sucks.
I know you are on record as saying that you ran a 4.6
I ran a 4.6 40 in high school.
But I got a question.
Yeah.
Was that like the old coach was like
No. He was
pushed up.
Nah, he wasn't
Or were we
old.
talking like a real electronic?
We talking a real electronic 4640, bro. I weighed like 170 in high school. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I had the speed. I was light on my feet. You know, I was a short distance runner. No pun intended. You know what I mean? I couldn't run a mile in 5 minutes. Like, I'd get gassed. But I can burst for 60, 70 yards and leave someone in the dust. Unless they're faster than me, obviously they'll catch me. But yeah, bro, 4.640. That was a good day. No, every time I tell them, like, prove it. I'm like, how am I gonna prove it, bro? Like, we didn't have what we have now back then. Like, I can't show you a stat sheet.
It's not on Rivals.com, bro.
Yeah, it's not on Max Preps, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
After high school, you went to Pierce College and then Valley Community College as well.
Yeah.
And at that point, you were still wanting to play football.
Yes,
right?
So I went to Pierce because I wanted to play football. Went to Pierce, missed tryouts because I got the wrong information. That's my fault. I was like, all right, whatever. I'll play next season. So I went to Pierce. It was cool. It was a little too far for me. It's not far. It's just I got tired of taking the bus and transferred to Valley. Was going to Valley, and then that's when we found out that we're pregnant. I was like, I guess I can't go to the NFL, dude. It's not meant to be. I could have gone pro.
I'm not gonna doubt you one bit.
I could have gone pro.
I'm not gonna doubt you, Uncle Rico, one bit.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned Marissa.
Yeah.
Got pregnant with your son Nathan.
Right.
And she's your high school sweetheart. You guys have been together for years, so it wasn't like, shit, I gotta run away from this. But what sense of like ownership and pride as a man, and like, all right, I gotta step up and do this, like, what did you feel inside at that time? Or was it super scary?
It was scary, bro. It was scary, not because I didn't know what to do. It was more scary because what are our parents gonna say? You know what I mean? Which is crazy to think now. That I feel like that's everybody's first concern, is like, what is my mom and dad gonna say? What you know what I mean? As opposed to like, how am I gonna raise this human? You know. So that was our thing, bro. We're like, what are we gonna do? So we made an appointment to go to the doctor to get an actual pregnancy test. And at this time, my girlfriend was under her mom's insurance, and she told her, bro, she was mad. Like, she was pissed, bro. My dad was mad for 5 minutes and got over it when I told him. Yeah, he was mad for 5 minutes. He's like, all right, okay, grandpa. Yeah. My mom, on the other hand, she wasn't mad. I think she was heartbroken. She was more heartbroken because I didn't. I think at the time she felt like, shit, my life is over. You know, like, he's not gonna be successful. You know, and rightfully so, bro. Like, I'm 19 at the time. Like, I have nothing under my belt. No, I mean, I just have my high school diploma. That's it. But what else? Like, I don't have a college degree, nothing. Like, what am I gonna do? You know? But yeah, man, it was scary at first, and then just roll with the punches, bro. We just rolled it out. And here it is. It's Fulton. There it is.
Fulton College Prep.
Fulton College Prep, dude. FCP, go Jags.
You starting to get some flashbacks of your old math teacher, Miss T. I know you had a crush on her.
How do you know that?
I do my research, bro.
How do you know that, bro?
This is what I do, dog. This is my
when did I talk about that at some point in my life? Miss T was a little baddie, bro. She would always flirt with me. Yeah.
Is there one memory or a moment or something that comes to mind, or is it just like a general feeling?
It's like it's
nostalgia.
It's a general feeling. It's weird because one of my main memories, I don't know why I always think of this memory. For some reason, it's very important to me. It was a Friday, first playoff game of the season, and I needed to get a C in English to play, and if I didn't, I wouldn't play, and I wouldn't be eligible for playoffs. So at this time, right, this whole week, I'm making up work, catching up on assignments. Marissa's in this class, and she was a nerd, bro. She was like the student body president and all this stuff. And so I told her, I was like, can you help me? Do you have this essay? And she would keep all her shit, you know, like just filed up. So I would just literally copy all her essays and just reword it. You know what I mean? Add shit like, in conclusion, you know what I mean? Thus, comma, therefore, at some point, yeah, bro. And I copied every essay, and Miss Johnson was her name. She knew, bro. She knew that wasn't me because I didn't talk like that. And she knew, bro. She was like, all right. And so she passed me
But she knew you ran a 4.640.
She
so
knew I
wasn't
ran a
bad
four.
for you.
She knew I was the only hope to advancing, bro. And so yeah, so whatever. She gave me the C, and this is like an hour and a half before the game, bro. I'm like, let's go. So I run to the coach's office. I'm like, boom, C. And he was on me. He's like, do your work all week. Do your work. Do your work. Was able to make it. We won that game. We blew them out. I think I got like 3 tutties that game. We went all the way to the championship, lost the championship, got blown out actually by some school called View Park. Yeah, they murked us, bro. It was bad. I got respect though. They're like, good shit, 33, because I was, breaking ankles left and right. I was like, and they're like, good shit, Trey. I'm like, yeah, that's what I do. But we lost, bro. We lost. It was fun though, man. High school football was amazing. I don't think there's anything like it. Except the NFL. But yeah, man, it was fun.
You mentioned the NFL.
Yeah.
You are a huge Rams fan.
Yeah.
And you even built a relationship with Roger Saffold, who's since been traded to the Titans, but he played for the Rams for a while. You guys would do like videos and skits together. How did that relationship come about?
I think Instagram. I think we had like a mutual friend, and I don't know if it was him that commented or I that commented or me commenting. Well, I don't know. You go what I'm trying to say. Yeah, bro. I went to Fulton.
You don't know
I went to Fulton. I copied all my English shit.
There you go. Therefore,
I commented on his. In conclusion, we became friends. Yeah, bro. So I think it was Instagram. At some point, we like commented on each other's shit, and then I think I DM'd him like, "Yo, bro, let's shoot a video or something." Gave me his number. We became boys. That's my guy, bro. That is my guy right there. Like he's like a homie. Like I'm writing a movie right now, and he's like, bro, I'll help you fund it. Like he's like, I got you. Like he believes in me. Like he really believes in me. So he's a homie, man. That's one of the homies that I like do whatever he needs. I got him. You know what I'm saying? If he needs me to run a 4.640 again, I will train to run a 4.640. If he needs me to do his English homework, I will do it.
Pass it off to Marissa.
I will pass it off to Marissa, and she will write it out. I will give it back to him, and he will pass his class. You know what I mean?
Were you a Rams fan your whole life growing up?
No. Growing up, I didn't really have a team, bro. I followed players. I liked players. Like my favorite running back growing up was Darren Sproles, because he was short like me. Maurice Jones-Drew, because he was short like me. And Reggie Bush. I loved Reggie Bush. I just loved running backs, bro. LT, like, I've always loved the running back position. So I never really had a team. And then I stopped watching football. I stopped caring for it because Darren Sproles left. He got traded to the Saints. LT retired, and I'm like, all right, whatever. Maurice Jones-Drew retired. He was,
MJD, he's a friend of mine.
Yeah, man.
He's a great dude.
Yeah, man. I my cousin actually, he knew I loved MJD just because he was a beast, bro. So he got me an MJD jersey. So I have a Jaguar jersey somewhere, and I would use it for one of my gangster characters. I could just throw it on, and it used to fit me big. It probably fits me perfect now.
I saw that with the beanie on.
Yeah. But yeah, man. And then when the Rams came to LA in 2016, I was like, that's my team. You know what I mean? That's my team, because I'm LA everything, like Lakers, Dodgers, everything, bro. Don't watch hockey, but by default, Kings. I want to start watching hockey. I want to go to a hockey game.
Yeah, fun.
It looks fun. Galaxy has always been my team. Grew up playing on the little Galaxy squads at the park. But yeah, man, LA everything. Became a Rams fan, and now that's my squad, bro. That is my squad. So when people call me a bandwagon, I'm like, new city, new fans. You won't see me repping any other team. I don't care if we go 0-16 5 years in a row. Like, that's my squad. You know what I mean? That's what it was.
You need to touch your hair at all?
Nah,
You good?
I'm good. I'm good with the hat. Yeah, my hair was a mess this morning, so I was like, I'm just throw a hat on. See, but you're straight, because you just slick it. You just, so I gotta like sideways it and then hit him with a comb over and like make sure the top is just like perfectly poofed. You know what I mean? I got a weird shaped head, so it's kind of tough.
So I just want to go back to one thing that we didn't really finish the idea on, which was you're trying to balance. So you're working this security job.
Right.
Marissa's pregnant.
Right.
Nathan. And
Right.
You guys have Nathan's like 2 months old, and you're working this security job and you're having a tough time balancing and all this stuff. Right at the time that Vine was starting to pop, so you're starting to do some videos.
Where'd you find this information,
Come
bro?
on, bro. I do my research now. Can you take us back to that time and what you were trying to do to balance it, and then obviously it didn't work out?
Yeah, at the time, I think I was trying to do YouTube, but then Vine was a thing. It was popping. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do Vine. So I started doing Vines at home. Met this dude on Instagram. I think I would always tag like King Batch and Daystorm and all them in my videos. You know, obviously nobody would respond because it's tough, right? And then in that group there's this dude named Giovanni Watson, right? And so I tagged him and he responded to my video and he's like, yo, you're funny, bro. Here's my number, shoot me a text. And I was like, oh, bet, like that's dope, you know? And so I shot him, we texted or whatever, we set up a date to shoot, shot a YouTube video. This is before Vine. This is just like kind of like doing short videos, right? On Instagram. We met up, we shot the YouTube video, and it did great. It did well. And then eventually, when I was like, all right, I'm gonna start doing Vine, focus on Vine, started shooting videos at work, like the dumbest ideas, you know what I mean? And then one day he took me to Daystorm's house. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'm gonna meet Daystorm. We're gonna shoot some stuff, whatever. Bro, I got there. Everybody was there. Him, Daystorm, Alpha Cat, Splack. You know, everybody that was big on Vine at the time was there, bro. And I was like, holy shit! I just skipped the fucking line. Yeah. You know, I just skipped the whole line. I just went right to the front. And so I ended up building relationships, and we became friends and started shooting. And we would shoot all the time, bro. I'd get invited to go shoot. The only thing is I was working security, so it was kind of hard to make time, you know, because they shoot at 6 or like from like 3 to like 7, 8, but my job was from like 4, 5 to like 11 or whatever, you know? So I'm like, okay, I have like this 1 hour, 2 hour window. I go shoot. I'm like, all right, cool. I gotta go to work. Day 1. Do it again the next day. 5 minutes late. Do it again the next day. 10 minutes late. Again the next day, 30 minutes late, right? Because at my job, right, at the security job, it was just me. Nobody was with me. The field supervisor would come every now and again. Rare. I'd get there. The guy that's working there, he'd go. He'd leave. I'd stay there for 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours, and then I'd get relieved at the end of my shift. Nobody comes, right? So I'd go, tell him, all right, I'm here later, dude. Wait for him to leave. I'd go right back to shooting. I would not go to work. I would go right back to shooting, go to work when I was done shooting, whatever. I was literally stealing money from the company. Like, I wasn't working, you know? And then one day I got the supervisor pulled up. He said, hey, where are you? I'm like, oh, I'm at McDonald's. I was hungry. And he's like, oh, you know you can't leave, right? I'm like, oh, I didn't know. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Bro, I hop in the car. I'm fucking flying on the freeway. I finally get there. Like, yeah, sorry, I was hungry. Like, I hadn't eaten. He's like, all right, cool. Same thing happened again, maybe 3 weeks later. I got fired. So this is going on for like a month, maybe. A month where I was just checking in, leaving, shooting for 6, 7, 8 hours, going back and giving the stuff to the guy like, all right, later, dude. Yeah. I had a great day here, you know? So I was stealing money, bro. I was stealing money from the company. Which I don't know if I can get in trouble for now. I doubt it, but
the statute of limitations is probably up now.
Yeah, I think so. It's been a while. I had like a little bit of success, not too much. I want to say I had like anywhere from 20 to 60,000 on Vine when I got fired. And I told Marissa, I was like, I'm gonna just focus on this, dude. Like, I'm gonna just focus on acting. And at this point, I'm making maybe $100, $200 for a video. Rarely, you know. So I'm like, all right, let's just do it. All in. I just jumped, you know. Eventually I did a Hispanic video. I did a cumbia video, and it took off, and I'm like, huh, this Spanish stuff works on social media, right? And this is before everybody now that's doing it. I think at the time there was only one other person doing Spanish content, Hispanic content, which was LaJuan James. So I started doing it, and then I met Jay
Mendoza,
right? And then we started doing Spanish stuff together, you know. And that kind of just took off. It just worked out, you know what I mean?
Do you remember the feeling inside you when you get the T-Mobile gig and it's like, all right, this is my first my first job. Can you take us back to that?
Yeah, bro. I think at the time I was only making, at that point I'm making like $500, maybe $1,000 for a deal. And so T-Mobile emails me like, hey, we want to send you to the Latin Grammys. I'm like, oh, that's dope alone, right? And so they're like, how much, what are your rates, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, they didn't even ask me for my rates. I think they just asked me if I was interested. And I was like, yeah, I'm interested. And they're like, okay. And I'm like, oh, what should I told Marissa, I was like, should I ask for like 2,000, maybe 1,500? And they're like, she's like, I don't know, just see what they say. So I'm waiting for them to respond. And they say, okay, cool. So it's this day. You're going to be there for this day. You're going to stay at this hotel. Everything's covered. And we're going to pay you $5,000. I'm like, oh my God. Like I told Marissa, I was like, holy shit. I told her, bro, I showed her the phone and she was like, oh my God, like $5,000, bro. We were going crazy. Like, I'm like, this is crazy. But at that time, I think I had to post like 5 pictures on my timeline because stories weren't a thing yet. 5 pictures and a video. So I had to post a lot. I think I told her, I was like, that's a lot, but it's $5,000. I didn't care, and that was my first big brand deal. And I was like, maybe I could do this. Maybe this could work out, and through that, bro, other companies saw and other people saw, and they're like, oh, okay, he works with real companies. Let's make it happen, And a lot of that I feel like has to do with my dad. My dad would always tell me to keep my stuff clean, never cuss, never do anything, that's vulgar, which worked out. Because it's very brand friendly. Now I'm like a little more lenient with it. Like I'll maybe, make like a grown-up joke. You know what I'm saying? Like throw, I don't think I ever cuss in videos now. Yeah, I don't think I do. I doubt it. I'll probably throw in like a hot chick every now and then. You know what I mean? But that's about it, bro. I think for the most part it's clean. I think it's pretty family friendly. But that was a great gig, man. T-Mobile. I still have that picture of like me on the red carpet. I swear I thought it was a shit, but I was like, yeah, I'm on the red carpet. What's good? What's good, dude? But it was fun, man.
As you start to look forward to, the future.
Yeah.
You're approaching things with this business mindset. You mentioned the movie that you're writing as well.
Yeah.
Is there one goal or dream that you are shooting for, whether it be in 2 years or 5 years or 10 years, that like keeps you running?
Honestly, bro, my ultimate goal is to be an Adam Sandler. Like, make my own movies, write my own movies, have my friends. Like, I only have maybe 3 to 5 that are in this world as far as the acting world. It's not that many, bro, and I only have a few that I can rely on all the time that I want to help, so that's probably my ultimate, like my end goal as far as acting goes, like being able to, hey, I'm writing this movie, dog. Paramount already, they greenlit it. I need you for this character. Are you down? All right, bet. Boom. Now we're gonna make a movie. That's my ultimate goal, being able to help my people, my team, and help others too, bro. Like, cause I mean, if it wasn't for Giovanni reaching out saying, hey, you're funny, let's work, I don't know where I'd be right now. You know what I mean? And he always tells me, bro, you would have made it anyway, with or without me. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I would have. I just want to help people, bro. That's probably the ultimate goal. Like, if I see potential in somebody, I want to help that person. Like, I've helped a lot of people start a career in making videos. You know what I mean? Or helped, like, artists, singers, whatever, connect them with somebody somehow that's benefiting them now. That's just how I am. I don't know, I just like to help people. I don't really expect anything in return. It's just, I was that person who needed help. I want to be able to help somebody that needs the help. So
I know that you don't expect anything in return,
right,
but I'm gonna reach back into the seat real quick,
right,
because the presenting sponsor of Cruisin with Kevin is Crep-Protect. So this is shoe cleaning products from my great friends.
I have the pill for this.
And not only that, but there's 2 more of those bags in the back, one for Marissa and one for Nathan as well.
Oh, dope, bro.
So
Thanks,
we'll give you
man.
3 bags for taking the time to join me today. So those are the little wipes. Those are really convenient because you just yeah.
I know you keep your shoes nice, bro.
Yeah, bro. Come on, dog.
Hey.
I know you need a little something for the Vans. What was the one pair of shoes that you were like, all right, these cost way too much money, but the money's coming in right now?
Balenciagas.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
bro. You
bro.
went foreign on them.
Yeah, bro. Balenciagas, bro. That was my first like big shoe. I had gotten Yeezys, but like that it was only like $400 or $500. Or not only, but like, you know, $400 or $500. As opposed to Balenciagas, almost $1,000. I'm like, fuck, do I really want to do this? And even Marissa looked at me like, you're so stupid. Why are you gonna spend $1,000 on shoes? And I think I don't know. I was like, I wanted them. You know what I mean? Would I spend Balenciaga money now? Probably not. Like, it's like I don't really care for it, bro. I wear Vans every day. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was my first big shoe purchase. Not my first, but my biggest shoe purchase. Balenciagas, bro. That was my biggest one, and I think I'm still paying for it. It's on my credit card. It's still on my credit statement. Yeah, I think
They're getting you for that 17% interest rate.
Yeah, bro. I think I'm still paying them off. But yeah, bro, that was my first one.
So we are in the Genesis G70 2020 model.
Bro, it's nice. It smells good in here. It smells like Balenciagas in here.
I love it, man. It's really smooth.
It's comfortable.
Watch out now. It's got some.
Oh, okay.
It's got some heat on it down too, though.
Okay,
That's that
Genesis.
That's that 3.3 turbo.
Huh. Oh, they're moving like that now.
Yeah,
That's why they got
bro.
the wings on the logo, because they be flying now. Let's go.
See, you're making my job so easy, bro.
Yeah, and it's pretty big too. It's spacious. It's not compact.
This is up to your standards for mobbing with the family.
Yeah, for sure, bro. It's comfortable. Leather seats. It feels good in here. Feels good in here, dude. It's fast, bro. I'm a sports car guy. Like I need speed. I don't even drive fast. I just need the speed. In case I want to go around somebody that's driving slow, I have to be able to like, you know.
You just want a little punch.
I just want a little punch.
Just a little wing.
There it is. Look at this. Look at this. My hat almost flew off. My hairline went back 2 inches, bro. I like it. It's a nice car.
I appreciate that, brother. What was your first car?
So that's a little tricky. My dad bought me a Honda Civic. It's like a 90-something Honda Civic from my friend in high school. But I only drove it for like a week or two. And then my dad needed it because his car broke down. So I was 2 weeks, gave it back to him. He ended up buying a car, and then he gave it to me. It was an Eclipse, Mitsubishi Eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
So that's tricky, bro. Like, I mean, I guess technically my first car was a Honda Civic. But like my first car where like I was fixing it up was the Eclipse. Yeah, bro, I hooked it up, dog. I mean, it was slow. It was only like 250, but that was my baby. Like, it had the exhaust, straight pipe. It was loud.
Okay.
It was loud. You know what I mean? Looked nice. Quemaba? Probably not. You know, they'd be like, quema, no quema. No quema, dog. It does not. I would race old cars and lose, bro.
That's a little embarrassing, right?
It's a little, like, my car looked fast, but like, and then the little pickup truck just leaves me, dog. I love that car, though, bro. I love that car.
One of the things I wanted to touch on too was your relationship with Josh Leva.
Yeah.
You guys had, the I'll Do It Later podcast going.
Right. Yeah.
You guys do a lot of skits together. What is that, friendship meant to you, and how has that helped you, in your career?
When we're together, bro, like, we just come up with stuff. Like, we can like come up with a whole video concept out of thin air. Like, I can say something, bounce back, and it turns into a whole thing, all while coming up with the plot, the intro, the plot, and the punch. Like, and it would make sense. You would think we wrote it out, but it's just off the top. We just get each other, bro. Like, it's just like, it's weird, bro. We just get each other. Like, a lot of the videos we do, there's no script. It's like, I have this idea, let's shoot it. And we do it. You know what I mean? That's my guy, bro. Like, he's one of the dudes that I call just to see what he's doing. And I don't really have that many of those. Like, yo, what's good? What's popping? Yeah, bro. He's like one of my best friends, for sure. For sure.
Is it tough when you're working with someone who's like, that you're just a lot better looking than? So it's like, you just sense that jealousy with him?
Bro.
Do you get that?
I get it, bro. Because, like, Josh is good looking, but it's like when he's with me, it's like I have to tone it down. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because Josh is not...
just not quite on your level.
He's not quite there, bro. Like, when we're in public, it's like, bro, I'll wear a hat. Because if I do my hair around you, you will get overshadowed. You know what I mean? And yeah, he has the abs, but does he have the heart is my question.
He might have the abs, but he ain't got the ass.
He ain't got the ass, bro. Yeah.
You got that junk and the trizunk. And they love it, right?
Okay.
I would assume, like, theoretically speaking.
I mean, you kind of sound a little excited about that. You got that junk and the trizunk, Oscar. Huh?
Mr. Miranda.
Yeah, you got that junk. Yeah.
I put too much sauce on it. It was
Yeah,
too much
just
on
a
it.
little too much.
My bad,
A little too
dog.
much. It's cool though. It's cool. It's cool.
Oh man, that's great.
Yeah, man. But Josh is my boy.
I'm crying.
Dog. That's my boy, dog. That's my boy.
You went to London.
Yeah, bro.
For the Rams. I was
Yeah.
on that trip as well.
Okay.
And
were you still reporting at the time?
yeah, at the time
Okay.
I was still reporting, and then I went to the Super Bowl as well to report. That was actually my last trip.
I had never been out of the country. I had never been out of the country. That was my first time actually leaving the country, you know, to go somewhere dope, like go somewhere like where people one day I want to go there. You know what I mean? So to leave the country for the first time going there was great, bro. Like we flew business, had the seats that turned into beds, you know, so we slept the whole time. We didn't have to like deal with turbulence, you know what I mean? It was great, bro. It was fun. People in London are great. The clubs out there are great. The music is different, and the accents out there are great, bro. Accents like get me going. Like it's just like when somebody has an accent, I'm like, dog, you're sick, bro. You're fucking, you're so dope. But
It's
out
like-
there, we had the accents. They're like,
They're
I
like,
love
dude, the whole country speaks like me.
Yeah, yeah. They're like, we like your American accents, and we're like, oh, we don't have accents. Y'all have accents.
Y'all.
Y'all. They're like, y'all. See, you say y'all. That's so cool. What does y'all mean? It was fun though, bro. The people out there are great, man. It was fun.
We'll mob down your street now and let you off. What's the parting words that you would like to say? Where can people follow you? What can they look forward to? What you got coming for the
Shoot,
people?
man. First off, thank you for having me.
Oh, bro,
Appreciate you,
come
bro.
on, man. This is all you.
It's great. This is dope. Shoot, just Oscar Miranda on the gram, bro. Just keep up, I guess. Just I got nothing exciting really going. Just being me, you know. Just follow the gram for the videos that I drop once every 6 months. I appreciate you for having me, bro.
Dude, so much fun. And I'm glad. Like, what people might not know at home is this is our first time meeting
In person.
text
Yeah.
here and there, a little phone call, but
Yeah.
to get to meet you in person was really cool. And I think it's always inspiring to talk to folks like yourself who believed in yourself when really no one else was checking for you.
Yeah.
And it's like you just believed in it, and you're like, I see this path, I see this passion that I have, I'm just gonna believe in it and go for it. And now look at you. I mean, you're getting to work with really big brands, and you're making great relationships, and you've built your own, you know, ecosystem of creation. And it's really inspiring. It's really dope. And what's fun for me is to not just give you your flowers while you're here, but also just to conversate about this stuff and get your perspective on different things. So it's really dope.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you having me, dog. You're dope. I thought you were gonna be weird. Just like, nah, bro. I'm glad we met, dog. It's been a long time coming. From I think when I would just see you report and like rap, like I'm like, this dude's hilarious. Like he should not be reporting. You should be on like in movies, bro. Like acting. Like you're funny.
I appreciate
You know
that.
what I mean? So you already know. Hey, when I'm done with this movie, dog. Hey, yo, Kev.
Bro.
Hey, yo, Kev.
Hit
I got a little something for
me.
you. It's the boom guy, but it's open if you need it.
I'll take it,
It's
bro.
the sound guy.
I will take it.
Nah, I got you, man. I got you for sure, bro. You're one of the people that I see, and you're like, this dude's got it. You know what I mean?
Thank
like
you.
you have that charisma, you have that personality, you know, which I feel like a lot of people don't have on camera. Like you see somebody and it's just like, kind of looks like an asshole. You know, like I don't get that. I'm like, when I saw you, I was like, nah, this dude looks like fun. Like he looked like a great time. So would you like to go to dinner with me maybe Friday?
Well, I already let you know my feelings with you, the junk in the trunk, etc.
Right.
So I already feel a little overexposed in this relationship.
Right.
But no, I mean, if you're free,
I'm free.
I mean, I
I'm
guess
free
I can make some
I'm
time.
free tonight if you want. You know what I mean? I love doing stuff like this. Like I told you over the phone, I love doing interviews. Like it's just.
Are you guys gonna keep the podcast going?
Yeah, bro. It's just
Okay.
it's tough because with the whole COVID thing was happening, and we didn't want like people saying, "Oh, you guys shouldn't be together," and just like you know what I mean. Like we didn't want to have that. And then just with everything going on right now, bro, it was kind of tough. Like, maybe we shouldn't post anything like that's insensitive, I guess you could say. But yeah, it's gonna keep going, bro.
You guys can look out for his podcast on YouTube.
Mhm.
That's the I'll Do It Later
I'll do
podcast.
it later. It's we live
Him
by
and Josh
that
Leva?
name. Yeah, we live by that name. Yeah, because we're like, you want to shoot? Nah, We don't do it, bro. We do it later. It's just if
Later.
If you're a procrastinator, watch the podcast because we do it later. We don't do it now. We do it later. Yeah, check that out. Yeah, I think there's like 4 episodes up right now. So
Yeah. No, that's where I did all my research, brother.
there it is.
That and just looking on your timeline and stuff. So here are the other 2 bags
Bad.
of our Crep Protect product for
Shout out Crep.
Nathan and Marissa.
Shout out Crep.
Give my best to your family,
Of course.
and keep up the great work as a pop and as a
Appreciate you.
creator and
Appreciate
just
you.
everything you do, for real, man.
My man, appreciate you, bro. Thank you. If you ever need anything, hit me up.
Will do.
Shoot a
I will
skit,
need
let me
something
know. I
real
got you.
soon. I'll need that movie part.
Of course.
I'll need a couple $1,000.
All right, bro. Later.
Later, bro. That was hella fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Oscar Miranda, big shout out to him for joining me today. And also got to give some love to the sponsors, Crep Protect and Genesis, for making this all possible, hooking up the gift bags and getting me this whip to ride around in. So none of this happens without the help of you guys. Cannot thank you enough. Seriously. It means the world. You guys are helping make my dreams come true. So thank you for hanging out, and looking forward to seeing you guys real soon on another episode of Cruising with Kevin.
Marathon continues. TMC.